Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are back with another DC Marvel crossover. This is Superman Spider-Man #1, the DC half of our new Superman Spider-Man crossover. We have a number of really fun stories here today. So I guess let's hop right in with this. The main story, we have Truth, Justice, and Great Responsibility by Mark Waid, with art by Jorge Jimenez. My God, so much fun. I really love the way Wade tackles these characters working together. I like that this one-shot's approach to these universes coexisting is a lot more casual than the Batman Deadpool crossovers from last year.
Yeah, well, it's very much just this is just... It's kind of actually going back, and that's probably because Mark Waid's writing this, and he's been in the business for a very long time. Like, he's been writing since the 80s. Yeah. And like when they did a lot of these originally, like it was just they just crossed over. It wasn't like the universes are colliding and having sex, which I love.
Yeah, of course. But there were a number of stories that also treated it that way last time as well. Certainly not the main stories. But no, this is just, it's so casual. I like, first off, our Doc Ock and Brainiac meeting, but then I love the way that Clark Kent and Peter Parker interact with each other and how they both know each other's superhero identities already, and it creates such a fun little dynamic for Wade to play with throughout all this. And of course, I mean, God, I love the 2-page spread of them both swinging / flying into action. They look so good together. I love Jimenez's art in this main story. It looks fucking fantastic. Yeah, very cool stuff. The bulk of the main story, I would say, is a fairly typical comic booky affair.
It's fairly simple. It's simple.
It doesn't need to be crazy or complicated or anything, but it is fairly standard.
The idea is that Doc Ock and Brainiac are using kryptonite in their evil plans, so we get a progressively weaker Superman. And there's things being broadcast at one point on a K radiation band.
Yeah. I love them sort of like stopping this house fire along the way, and Spider-Man protecting Superman and all of his webbing as he goes inside there. Looks very fun. Just a very fun concept. We eventually go up into like Brainiac's ship. Doc Ock has kryptonite-powered arms that he's working with. Very funny. Very fun idea. Also, I need to compliment the coloring. I don't usually see Brainiac with this sort of like deep green coloring. Tomo Mori is on this. I don't know. I kind of like the darker green color for Brainiac. It's not.
I mean, there's a reason for that. There's a clear reason.
Well, yeah.
The Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Color of Spider-Man villains is green.
Yeah, of course, yes. That's exactly it. Spider-Man villains are only allowed to be green.
Yes. Because color theory, quite literally.
Exactly, yeah, literally, yeah. The bulk of the story then devolves into action. I shouldn't say devolves.
Because there's some great ideas about like Brainiac using binary to infect the computers of Earth a little bit. That gets pretty resolved. We get fun little subversion in the end, after the day is saved, of Peter being actually paid well for his work by one Perry White. There's also a fun little homage to a classic Stan Lee Spider-Man issue, with him Spider-Man lifting up the rubble, all of it being lifted up by Superman. You can tell Wade and Jimenez are doing this for the fun of the game. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's fun. Good time. I can't dislike this. It's
no, of course not.
If we're just ranking the main stories of the three, for sure, this has to be in the middle, right? Because
I would say
Deadpool Batman,
the Grant Morrison one is definitely on the top.
It'll be really interesting to see what the Marvel half brings next month for the main story.
Yeah. Who's doing that one again? I forget.
I'm not sure.
We will find out.
Isn't like a Zeb Wells. It's a there wasn't like some controversy of like, oh, they're writing this.
Yeah. I do also like the homage to the classic Superman Spider-Man crossovers. Filler page here by Jimenez with the yellow background between them looks very cool. Just a great page.
Brad Meltzer. Brad Meltzer is writing the main story in next month's.
Cool.
With backups by a lot of people. Backups by backups by Dan Slott, Jeff Johns, Jason Aaron, Joe Kelly, Brian Michael Bendis, Stephanie Phillips, and Jeff Loeb.
Cool.
That's the writers.
Jeff Loeb is not the one I'm most surprised to hear in there. It's Jeff Johns that I'm most surprised to hear among that list.
That is.
But anyway, back to what I should say. We get then into our backup stories. First up, World's Finest by Tom King. That sounds familiar. Sorry, this is the World's Finest.
World's Finest. There's a definite article.
Yes.
Actually, if I may complain just a little bit on behalf of certain Batman fans, because the art here is I'll start with the colors. Colors by Alex Sinclair, inks by Scott Williams, and pencils by
Jim
Lee.
Yeah.
Hey Jim.
Yeah,
buddy. Aren't you supposed to be working on I know it's getting critically panned, Jim. But you and Jeff need to finish that thing, please.
See, at this point, I'm not even sure whose fault it is. I mean, definitely a lot of it is Jim Lee, but also Jim Lee did this. It seems pretty fast, and this isn't like one of the shorter stories.
Here's the thing: I'm going to be doing this bit next month with my iris towards Jeff Loeb.
Of course. But no, it does look fantastic because of course it's the dream team.
Jim Lee, yes.
It's Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair. Like that's the team right there.
I think this backup does kind of show. I think my biggest problem with this crossover, the way this one is presented, because last year's there was a lot more. Both of last year's crossovers, there was a lot more flexibility.
Yeah. Those are more general like DC Marvel crossovers. This is specifically Superman and Spider-Man, and every crossover has to be Superman and Spider-Man characters. I do like the idea of pairing up Lois Lane and Mary Jane Watson. It's a very fun idea.
I like a lot. I like a lot of the pairings, but it's also a lot of the pairings feel like we're trying to see what works.
Yeah, and we're also trying to specifically theme a lot of these pairings. So like something like Lois Lane and Mary Jane really works. Some of the later ones I am not the biggest fan of, but we'll talk about those when we get to those.
I do like the utter ridiculous one of Jimmy Olsen and Carnage.
That was my favorite story, straight up. So, sorry, maybe second favorite of the collection, but we'll get there. On Lois Lane and Mary Jane, I like. I mean, King does his meta text thing that he loves doing so much, commenting on the nature of Lois and Mary Jane as the respective love interests for our heroes, which is also kind of funny considering the situation that Spider-Man is eternally in anymore.
I think King is very much implying that no, the marriage is still a thing. Fuck you, Marvel editorial.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. Also, sneaky Gambit appearance in this one. Very fun appearance by Gambit. As the Sentinel is going after Gambit, and Superman and Spider-Man just happen to be here along the way. I think
a lot of this is just metatextual dialogue between these characters, as we're shifted over. So basically, Lois and Mary Jane as their husbands are dealing with a problem, and Gambit is also here.
Yeah, fun time, just a good time in general. Next we have Pages by Christopher Priest with art by Daniel Sampere. This is Superboy Prime and The Amazing Spider-Man, specifically Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yes.
I'm so used to Joshua Williams and Superboy Prime. So for some reason, the way Priest writes Superboy Prime felt weird.
I don't know if Priest is implying this is a Superboy Prime. This isn't current Superboy Prime.
No, of course.
That's clear.
Certainly not.
However.
It doesn't make the crossover any less fun. It's a fun idea.
I mean, it opens with Daniel Sampere is feeding his audience with the ridiculousness of Superboy Prime naked in his underwear, talking to the suit. Like,
yeah. So funny.
Which is wild.
But yeah, then we have our crossover with Superboy Prime and Black Suit Spider-Man. Of course, continuing the metatext theme, I guess, of this.
Sort of the most metatextual because of Superboy Prime as a character. Like,
of course. Probably...
Christopher Priest, of course, smashes a hole through the universe.
Of course, yeah. It's also really fun because this is, of course, nothing that we could ever possibly get in regular DC continuity. I guess Superboy Prime, this Clark would be a fan of just comics in general, and in this case, Marvel comics. so having a number of callouts to specific Marvel comics is a lot of fun as well.
I do love the universe-hopping sequences where we literally do see miniature reproductions of Spider-Man and Superman issues. Like,
yep. Yeah. We also get an appearance of the High Evolutionary, which is a crazy pull. Love that. Another just really fun time. I love the whole hopping between different pages here.
I really like how Sam Pear draws Superboy Prime and Spider-Man's face to be kind of similar in a really interesting way. Because cool. Let's be honest, there's already a metatextual statement being made with the perception of the like the symbiote. Like, there's this, like, the symbiote story arc, as far as I am aware, is mostly retroactive because it was originally just, let's redesign Spider-Man's suit for Secret Wars and introduce it in a thing, and then like, well, nobody likes this.
Yeah.
So what if it was actually an alien? And then each retelling keeps adding things to the lore that, like, but things to the lore, but adding things in the way that, like, it almost supplants the original, like the ruby slippers in the Wizard of Oz supplanting the silver shoes. Like, it makes him angrier, and it makes him just, gives him a lust for power. It also physically changes him. Mm-hmm. I really like that element. I definitely like this. I like all these stories. Like, this is.
I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of the next one, Beyond the Cobwebs of Tomorrow.
You know what? This one might be the most bland. Like,
this is the one that just does the least with its concept. Is just future Spider-Man 2099.
Honestly, you know what might have helped? You know what might have helped? The Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
Like,
I would prefer that over Superboy being here. I like the Batman Beyond appearance. That's fun.
oh gosh, actually, the Batman Beyond appearance kind of annoyed me a little bit because
we can't do a single Superman thing without Batman.
We don't.
That's fair. But also this crossover makes more sense than 2099 with Superboy. Like.
That is true.
Batman Beyond here just makes more sense. It's a more.
Here's the thing. That's why I say you add in the Legion with Superboy, it'd be perfect. It would make sense. It would work better. I think it might have more interesting dialogue. It's also clearly we really want to characterize Miguel O'Hara like the version of the character in the film.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, definitely.
Which again, I haven't read Spider-Man 2099, but I have been told that he is not. Like, it's one of those. He's not quite that character for a reason. Because don't get me wrong, love that movie. Those movies are great.
Amazing film.
I want part 3 better actually happen, but
it's going to. It'll take a while. But yeah, I don't know. This story just didn't do anything for me personally.
Honestly, I think it either needed the Legion or just a little more of like 2099 as a setting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
It's generic future, and like that's kind of boring.
Yeah. Then we have the Jimmy Olsen and Carnage story by Matt Fraction, which literally, I'm just gonna open with this, which literally ends with the death of Jimmy Olsen. Carnage kills Jimmy Olsen. How else was this story going to go? It's so fucking funny.
Here's the thing. The pairing is perfect. Like, first off, I really think we need to put on the list for the podcast Matt Fraction's miniseries, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Because
we should.
It's just because it was this team, and this was great. It was really funny.
I really do love the whole oh god, what was it? The oh god, what Carnage says to him in the end. Oh god, I can't think what it is. Oh, sorry, the hyphen in Spider-Man. You sounded like a tourist. That whole thing.
That whole thing.
Very funny.
Also, like, Peter is here and is being characterized as, like...
as a dick?
as a sexy dick? Like...
Yeah.
Like,
Stanley Peter Parker, is that you?
Steve Ditko Peter Parker, is that you?
Yeah. Well, no. Steve Ditko Peter Parker was an incel. This guy's at least...
oh, that's right.
At least has ladies wrapped around his arms.
Yeah, he's got Mary Jane and maybe Felicia Hardy, question mark?
Possibly? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Possibly Liz Allen. I can't tell who the
white
I
hair
feel like
one,
she's supposed to be someone. But like...
But yeah, a lovely story. Again, literally ends with Jimmy Olsen dying and J. Jonah
Jameson. It knows how to fill. It's 4 pages long.
It's 4 pages, and it's probably my second favorite of the entire collection. My favorite is the last story of today, which is also only 4 pages. Or sorry, 5 pages actually. But yeah. Then we have The Bridge with Jonathan Kent and Ben Parker. This is by Jeff Lemire. Cool little story. Cool idea behind this one.
Cool idea. The pairing is clearly we're kind of stretching ourselves just a little bit thin on terms of pairings. Like,
yeah. So I do like the idea behind it. This is one that honestly probably could have been expanded into more pages. I would like to
could
see.
have.
Yeah. This is the one that I'd say is probably underserved by its shorter page count. It's a cool story.
It's clearly playing. It's playing very much on the. The father figures in our respective heroes' lives that defines them. Both characters who are often defined, well, one who is always defined by his death, and another who is often defined by his death. Sometimes it's alive, sometimes it's not.
I like the little narration from Superman and Spider-Man that sort of goes around the story, and once again, just like just exemplifying how those characters are impacted by the father figures in their lives. Just there's a nice sentiment behind this one. It's probably could have been expanded upon more, but it's good. I enjoy it. Then we have Bias, the Daily Bugle and Daily Planet story by Greg Rucka. It is J. Jonah Jameson and Lois Lane debating their respective superheroes on Jack Ryder's show. And it's cool. It's a cool idea. There's nothing crazy behind this one. We do have Nicholas Scott art, which is very cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say about this one. I don't think
it's not much. It's a pretty simple character examination of who J. Jonah Jameson is over anything else. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but that's kind of it.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much, but it's a nice.
But it does what it does. It does what it's trying to do well. Like that's the thing. Like trick with these backups I've found. Like they don't need to be shooting the moon. They just need to have a concept and do that concept well in the time that they are given.
You know who is shooting the moon though?
Yes. I don't know, Joey.
Is it perhaps Gail fucking Simone once again crushing it? Yeah, with Blind Date featuring Power Girl and the fucking Punisher with art by Belen Ortega. Come on, this is so good. I loved this. I loved everything about this.
I think this one was basically like, well, we can't tell Gail Simone no.
I need more of this ASAP. Despite the fact that I do need more of it, this does perfectly use its 5 pages to just tell a really fun story. Taking shots at Paul, Marvel's #1 enemy, and also
Here's the thing. Paul is just a guy. Like,
he's just a guy. He's just a guy.
You know what? I don't want to be a Paul defender, but like, hey guys, he's a dude. We don't need to punch this guy down. Unlike, he's also like.
Also leave it to Gail Simone to give us a gentleman ghost appearance in the Superman Spider-Man crossover. Crazy. I also just love the way Belen Ortega draws our main 2 heroes in this, our Punisher and Power Girl. They look so good. I adore Belen Ortega's art so much. We talked about it endlessly when we were covering her stuff with King's Wonder Woman and Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman. So yeah, she's a great artist. And yeah, I just like the idea of all these guys coming after Paul, Punisher coming to the rescue, him and Power Girl teaming up, literally going on a date at the end. It's adorable. I love them. It's a great time, and I love Gail Simone. What else is there to say?
I think Killer Moth is here for like a panel.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Killer Moth is here. Yeah, a lot of fun little things in this one, and yeah, and I guess that's our last story for today. That was Superman Spider-Man #1.
I'm glad there's. Honestly, I'm glad they're doing these. These. They're good.
Yeah, I'm glad this is continuing.
Next year, hopefully, it'll be Wonder Woman.
Give us Wonder Woman, and I'm not sure who she would cross over with, but just give us something. Captain America, maybe. I'm mostly thinking
I saw someone float around the idea of doing Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, which
that's a cool idea. I enjoy that.
Like,
or perhaps Ms. Marvel.
See, I would almost want Ms. Marvel with Donna Troy, like.
That could be a good individual story. Like
I feel like you could have some interesting meta text there with characters who keep having their origins and powers rewritten.
I'm strictly thinking in terms of like who are popular characters right now, and that Ms. Marvel is definitely up there if we're thinking of good pairings for Wonder Woman. But yeah, excited for next month. Of course, when we continue this with Spider-Man, Superman, and I think overall this is probably my least favorite of the 3 collections that have come out so far. It's still really good.
For me, it's in the middle.
Interesting. This is still really good. I just find I find the sticking specifically to Superman and Spider-Man characters a little limiting to what the collection can actually do. And so I don't know. I think if it was Superman and Spider-Man as the headliners, and they just kept doing fun general DC Marvel crossovers, I think that would have.
Well, and it does. Harder. It looks like the next one is going to have a little bit more. Not general so much
crossover.
Yeah, not as much. It's because like the next one, there's gonna be.
Is there at least a John Kent one in the next one? Like John Kent? Superman?
No, but there's a symbiote stuff with. There's going to be a Thor Wonder Woman, specifically Jane Foster Thor.
Okay, that's rad. I like that.
Yeah. Written by Jason Aaron.
But also, why are we doing all these collections without a John Kent Superman story? That's crazy. Whatever.
Wait, hang on. Let me check and see if I just missed it because
you probably didn't, because they're probably shafting John Kent and Superman.
Oh, there's going to be a Steel one. That'll be lovely.
Nice.
And it's written by Louise Simonson. Simon's coming back.
Oh, hell yeah. You'll love to see it.
Oh. Yeah. Well,
whatever. Better luck next time, I suppose. But yeah, I guess that does it for us today.
Well, hey! You want to know why? Because putting in a John Kent would superficially age Superman.
I guess. Would it?
We can't have him be married and happy.
Look,
and with a child. Nobody wants to read that.
That's the true crossover. This is the Marvel half. We have to keep in mind.
Yes.
That does it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Check out other Fresh Face One Shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman by Tom King, Batman by Matt Fraction, and The Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. There's also the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. At the time of this coming out, we have we are tomorrow putting out our next episode for World of Flashpoint featuring Batman, a bunch of Flashpoint tie-in miniseries featuring Batman, Deadman, Deathstroke, and the Secret Seven. All kinds of fun stuff.
One of our most eclectic conversations, just because.
Yeah, it was a good episode though. I'm excited for.
It was a good episode, and it's a good book, but it's
a very good book. Yeah. But yeah, then we're continuing our Elseworlds block with something else afterwards. Check out the episode to find out what it is.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, there's our Patreon, patreon.com/blooddonuts. You can get all kinds of fun things there, like early Star Trek reviews, Star Trek commentaries, fresh-faced extras, bad movie commentaries. And if you don't want any of that, although there is also very much of it, there's just the $1 a month tier. It's general support. You can get it'll put your name down below on every video we put out. People see your name down there, see you're a cool person, and they will want to be a cool person too, and they will join the Patreon. And also at the what is usually that general support tier, April 1st recently passed. For April Fool's Day, me and my brother did a special video review, stepping away from our Star Trek stuff to do Galaxy Quest for April Fool's Day. It was a lot of fun. We reviewed that. That's on the channel right now. But also at our $1 tier, we did a full commentary for our first time watching Galaxy Quest, so you can listen to all that happen in real time. It's a fun time. So check that out. Otherwise, our socials are down below. Our link trees are there. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Bye.